guys, it's Rhoda from rhodanambassador.co.uk, and today I wanted to talk to you about why it's important to create space for success. Now, when we think about where we are right now in our space, when we look at the things that we've created, and when we think about where we want to go, our goals, our dreams, our biggest goals, we have to understand that it's important for us to let go of certain things in order for us to create new habits and create space for success. It's also important for us to be in the right environment physically and mentally in order for us to be able to have space that is conducive for our success. As I've continued to grow myself over the years, I have realized that I've had to let go of friendships, people that I've grown up with. I have to let go of relationships and just let go of certain things that were not supportive to my growth. And even though many times it was hard, many of these people I've grown up with them, many of the friendships that I've had to distance myself with are members within my own family. And unfortunately, you will find yourself in a position like this when you decide to step out into your power, when you decide to follow your dreams, when you decide to say yes to whatever it is that you want to do in your life. There is a certain level of growth that happens when you step out, when you say yes, when you do things that are unusual. And you will realize that as you begin to grow, your mindset will be completely different. And in that process, on that journey, you will discover that many of the people you've grown up with or you surround yourself with, you don't think like them. And you need to find a certain group of people who think like you, who support what you're doing, who encourage you, or have even experienced the challenges that you're about to experience, so you can be able to get great mentorship or advice and everything, all the good stuff that you will need to know while you are on that journey. The level of growth in your life that you make will bring you to a place where you have new interests. You ask better questions rather than asking, why is this happening to me? You're asking questions, how can I learn from this? How can I grow? How can I take this to my advantage? And you need the right people who are going to be able to challenge you and be able to point you into the right direction. You will lose common interests with old friendships because you find that the level of conversations that they're having is not that great. The more you continue to put yourself in a position where you are growing and you're surrounding yourself with the right people, the more you are going to attract the right people into your life. I've been blessed enough to be part of a great six and seven figures firm. And what I realized, even though I'm not a 6 or 7 figure earner within my business just yet, what I understand and what I've analyzed from these people is that the type of problems that they're having within their business, I can't even comprehend them yet. I don't even know how to begin to challenge those things. I haven't experienced those challenges yet, but it's been such a great insight for me because I've learned that the higher you move in life, in your business, whatever it is, the more you grow, the greater the challenges that you're going to have. And if you can surround yourself with people who have experienced those problems, you can anticipate and you can create greater strategies to dealing with the stress that come with those problems. And on top of that, you could even avoid all the issues completely, because that's the power of surrounding yourself with the right people and creating this space. Around 5 months ago, I made a really important decision. I had just come out of university studying journalism, and again, coming from a traditional family, I'm expected to go out into the world and find the job, find a career and work for the rest of my life. So I had other goals and aspirations and things that I had found for myself that I wanted to do. Being a business owner, being a speaker, and doing all that good stuff. So when I started building my business at home, and obviously as a startup, you're not seeing the money, you're struggling, you're putting in a lot of work, you're staying up till late, and also I was working part-time on top of that. Bear in mind, this is not the job that I studied my degree in. I was working in a betting shop, and so I would get a lot of questions about finding a job, a proper job, making a lot more money that I'm earning now. And so I was told to find a proper job, or being given other options to make money, which are more in the corporate world rather than working for myself. So the energy and the space kind of got negative, because I felt that I couldn't concentrate. I didn't feel very motivated in the space that I was trying to create my art and my business and everything else. So I made a decision. I said, you know what, my auntie is not financially in the right position. She is my why. She's the reason why I do what I do. I want to make her proud. I want to be able to help her. And in order for me to help her, I have to help myself. And the way to help myself is putting myself in a position where I can win. And the best way to do that is creating the space for myself that is conducive for my own success. And I knew within my heart, as much as I wanted to stay at home and help her out financially, paying the bills, because that was a really big factor of why I needed to stay at home. She was also struggling. I made a decision and I said, I will help you from afar, but I need to create my own space so I can be able to create what I need to create, so I can come back and help you. And I had to explain that in a way where she would not get offended, and she would completely understand that I'm really trying to do this for us. I'm really trying to do this for her. And so I packed up my bags and I left a huge bedroom. I didn't have to pay that much rent at home. You can say that I had quite a bit more support than I do now. So when I decided to go out, I found myself, I found a place. I didn't care how the place was, as long as it was a space that I could create for myself to create. And this is the place that I'm in today. I'm currently living so it's a single room, and this is where I am today. I decided to make that decision because I knew I could see my bigger picture. I could understand the goals and aspirations that I had. I was not fazed by having greater shelter or having bigger space. I was more fussed about being able to put myself in a position where I can win, and I can win for everybody, not just myself. And the only way for me to do that is being able to be in a space where I could create, and my mindset was in the right place. Yes, and I am so proud of this space that I have today. It might be very small, but I am so humbled because it is my place where I can create. I create. It's my office, it's my bedroom, sometimes my little gym. And I'm not fazed by the small space. What is more important to me is that having the space and environment which helps me to grow, which inspires me, which allows me to create without any negativity in my ears or anything that will discourage me from growing and moving to where I need to be. Maybe if you're lucky, one day I'll give you guys a bedroom tour. I wanted to share this with you to inspire you and tell you that don't be fazed about the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Make a decision. Think of the bigger picture of where you're going. and create the space for yourself that is inspiring. I realized at some point in my life when I made this decision that I don't want to spend my life being a slave to someone else and not honoring my dreams. I have to go out and do what I need to do, even if it means sleeping in a shed, even if it means whatever it means, even if I basically need to do what I need to do to get where I'm going, and I can't use someone else as an excuse for my own failures. So how is the space that you are creating in? How does it look? How does it make you feel? Is it conducive? Does it inspire you? Sometimes you feel like you might be helping someone by not making certain decisions in order for there to be change. Sometimes you might think that you're really helping someone, but really you're hindering them. You're hindering them from stepping out of their box and making decisions that will completely transform their life. Being able to leave home has given my auntie a bit more freedom to herself, but it's also allowed her to tap into herself and look for various ways in which she can accumulate money and be able to pay off anything that she needs to pay off, such as her debts. She's started her own online business and I have been helping her. She started making money online and she's just so excited by the opportunity of being able to have control of her situations. So you might feel like you're helping someone, but really sometimes letting them go or just pushing them out of their comfort zone, putting them in a place where they cannot turn back, that they have to go out into the world of their own, that you are really helping them to grow. I would like to know exactly how your space is. When you look around you, the space that you're creating, your biggest dreams, your biggest goals, is it conducive for your success? Do you feel like it supports you? Is it positive? Do you wake up and you feel like this is my space to create? So I would like to hear from you exactly what you think and what you're going through regarding this topic. If you found this video useful, please like and share, and most importantly, subscribe. Also remember that the best conversations take part on my blog, so be sure to check out my blog on rodanambassador.co.uk, which you can find in the description box. Alright guys, speak to you soon.